I think that this is the first time that you have a question about whether there is real competition. The competition is from very high-end cars that people think are made well.
Audi makes a pretty good car.
Yes, they do.
I've driven them for
BMW.
years.
I was in a BMW electric. It was fantastic. It was fantastic.
Bernstein's other note this morning is that they should have raised money in the second half.
Oh, they had a chance.
And now, with undermined credibility, it's going to be a lot harder to access capital. You think that's true?
Yeah, I do. I mean, right now, look, you go to Goldman Sachs. Remember, Goldman did a deal. I mean, this Goldman piece this morning, broadly disappoint, reiterate, sell. I mean, if I were, this is one of those moments.
They've been on a sell.
But at this point, this one's so bad that I would tell investment banking, don't do the deal. I would go over to investment banking and I would say, guys, I don't want you to do this deal.
You're not allowed to do that.
No. If you think that there is something that is like, that the books aren't right,
I see.
They have the right to be able to say, I don't think you should do this deal.
Right. I think maybe you go to a third party who tells them. You go up to go to that.
Whatever they have to do. I don't want to violate the Chinese wall, but there are moments where it's like, you know, if the research is saying that you can't buy it, like this is you can't buy it, then if you buy those bonds and they go down, I think I could sue Goldman and say, hey, listen, your own firm said can't buy it.
To the point being made and that Carl's mentioned, it's going to be a lot more difficult for them to raise capital in any form than it would have been, at least at this point. Not to mention they used up a lot of that cash for that convertible, remember, earlier this year when
the payment they did make.
I'm not disagreeing with David at all. I'm just saying that this number and the possibility that the earnings are going to go whatever the numbers were going to be.
Is there any impact on the stock later today when they get busy up?
Well, if Judge,
how
about if Judge Nathan says that he should become the chief something, but not executive officer?
This would be at this price would be the worst day for the shares since early January. And the bonds did react today. The 2025 bonds have reacted as well.
Well, I just think that Judge Nathan is a real wild card, because remember, Musk keeps saying it's the runaway SEC that's doing this, but his company agreed to the settlement. See, it's about procedure. Now, the government is really amazing when it comes to the process. They tell you to trust the process, and this is not the Sixers. This is federal court. And to trust the process meant that there should have been some sort of procedure where he had to have a tweet vetted. The idea that the tweet's not material is ludicrous to face it. Just ludicrous.
Well, it was inaccurate, actually, so at least
it was
got
also
that
inaccurate.
going for him.
Well, inaccurate to the high side.
It was just aspirational. It wasn't material.
This stock trades in every hour. Anyone who read that tweet should have moved immediately and bought, because that means that there was a revision upward. Now, the bulls say that is not true. But here's what the bulls say. You could say, and let me tell you something. It is sunny out. And they would say, you know, there you go again. There you go again, making assumptions.